Okay, so in this video demo, I'm going to show you how to do the filter sampler, and I'm just using my robot, but you can use any image you want, and I'll probably demo it twice, once with my robot and then once with just a regular image. So I'm using my robot, and you really want to do your filters. So they're up here. We're looking for our filter gallery, but you want to do this on just a single layer. So I'm going to go ahead and just flatten my whole image here, layer, and then I can go all the way down to the bottom to flatten. So I can find it that way, or I can just click on my top layer, right click, and say flatten. All right, so I'm going to flatten this, discard hidden layers, sure. All right, so now I have, it's just all smushed into one single image. All right, and I'm going to go ahead and open a new piece of paper because we are going to, I'm going to go to print, letter, and I'm just going to put filter sampler, Mistrion, and create. I'm just getting myself a piece of paper because I'm going to put this image on, and then I'm going to put a bunch of different versions. So Control A, Control C, Control V, Control T. I'm just going to shrink it down so that way I can fit several of these on here. I think I said I wanted you to do 6 or something like that, or maybe 5. That'll fit nicer. All right, now I'm ready to do my filter sampler. Oh, one other tool I want to show you is the history. So I'm going to go up here to Window and History. We have not used this before. So this is a new menu that you can use. So Window History. And you can see what it has is like a little running tally of all the things I've done to it. So if I go back, I can kind of go back in time. So that's why it's called the history. So I'm going to go ahead and take a snapshot right now. So there's like a little picture, little camera. I'm going to take a snapshot of where I am. And it says right here, snapshot 1. And that's going to allow me to get back to this state in my document very quickly. All right, I'm ready to do my filters. So I'm going to go up here to filter. And then I'm going to click on 1, 2, 3, 4. The fourth thing down says filter gallery. Now, everybody look up here really quick. So the first time you open filter gallery, do you see up at the top how it says last filter? I wish it always said this, but later I think it will just say filter gallery. Okay, so there's filter gallery here, but if you want to get into filter gallery where you can change everything, you actually have to click this one down here. And I'll show you what I mean here in just a moment. So I'm going to open my filter gallery. It's going to open this window. I'm going to zoom out. So Control minus, so I can zoom out and see my picture. And then I can start clicking. There's all these different folders, and you actually have to click on them. And you can see that they're going to apply a filter to your image. And some of them are going to look cool, and some of them aren't, right? So you're going to go through, and once you find one, okay, maybe I like this film green. I kind of like that. I'm going to go ahead and play with my sliders so I can apply more, I can apply less. Just play with your sliders, see kind of what it does until you get something that you think, oh, okay, I kind of like that. And it looks different. So I'm going to hit OK. And I'll go ahead and take another snapshot. And now I'm going to copy and paste this on to my document. Control A, Control C, and Control V, Control T. There's my first filtered version, and you can see it definitely looks different than the original. All right, not drastically different, but definitely different. All right, now I'm going to go back to my document. I'm going to click back to my snapshot of when I have it flattened because I want to start from scratch. And then I'm going to go ahead and do my filter again. All right, so remember when I said look up here because it says last filter? Now it says filter gallery. If I click on this, it's just going to apply the same filter. Like, I really wish Photoshop would change this to just say last filter. So if I click on this, it's just going to apply the same thing, which I don't want. I want to try something new. So I'm hitting Control Z. You have to go to this one right here, the fourth one down, filter gallery. And now I'll try something else. Again, I'm going to zoom out. Let's see what the sponge looks like. Distort, ooh, diffuse glow, maybe glass, I don't know. Ooh, I'll go to one of these sketch ones. Oh, I kind of like that, the graphic pen. That's kind of neat. So I'm going to go ahead and play with my settings here. Ooh, it even looks like there's a drop down so I can choose if I want vertical strokes, horizontal strokes, etc. And I think I'm going to do horizontal. And I like that, so I'm gonna hit OK. Control A, Control C, Control V, Control T. And so that's like a really different look for my filter sampler. All right, I don't wanna be tedious and make you watch me do like 6 of these, but I do wanna show you one last thing. So I'm gonna go ahead and go, I'll take a snapshot and then I'm gonna go back to my snapshot 1. That's my original unfiltered image. I wanna show you that the colors that you have selected over here on the left are going to impact the filter. So I'm gonna go ahead and just throw some colors in here and let's see what happens. So I'm gonna do a dark and a light. So maybe I'll do a dark purple, and then maybe for my light color, I'm gonna go ahead and throw another color in here. Maybe I'll do a pink. All right, now I'm gonna go ahead and go up to filter gallery, and I'm gonna try that same graphic pen or stamp filter, and you can see that these colors that I have selected are impacting the look of my filter. Okay, so it doesn't do it for all of them. I think these artistic ones up here, the color doesn't seem to make any difference. But if you get into these this category that says sketch, the colors that you have selected are definitely going to impact the look of your filters. Okay, so you know what? I think my original image was purple, so let me just go ahead and change this so it looks more obvious that it's a different color. I'm gonna do maybe a navy blue, and then I'll do like a light green. All right, and I'm gonna go up here to filter gallery, and I think I like that one, or maybe I'll do this stamp. Kind of like this one. It looks kind of neat. So I think I'll use this one and I'll hit OK. All right, so I just wanted you to see that the colors that you have over here are also going to impact your filter. And then if you want to get back to your default black and white, you can hit D on your keyboard to bring up default black and white, or you can just click on this little teeny tiny black and white square that are right above. Okay, Control A, Control C, Control V, Control T, so on and so forth. So you can do this filter sampler with your robot. You can do it with an image that you're finding online. It doesn't matter what you want to do it with. You can do your self-portrait, anything you want. Okay, so we're just practicing using the history, taking snapshots, and again, you find the history, window history is how you bring that up. Taking little snapshots so you can get back to your original starting point and trying out some different filters.